Okay, dependency theory is a theory that looks at development, and it is a theory that is explaining development of and underdevelopment of poor countries by the exploitation from the rich countries. So, first of all, it rejects poverty as a natural and inevitable phenomenon. It also explains global stratification as a result of historical and present exploitation of the poor by the rich. So that is the fundamental crux of dependency theory and how it differs fundamentally from modernization theory, which is a theory that explains the poverty and underdevelopment of poorer countries based on cultural factors and lack of willingness to adapt to the free market and so forth. So dependency theory is a real significant divergence from that. It argues that exploitations of poor countries by the wealthy ones was an active underdevelopment. So underdevelopment was not a natural phenomenon. It wasn't something that these countries started out with. It was something that happened through the exploitation of their resources, through the exploitation of their labor forces, which left these countries disadvantaged. So we can see that through colonialism, through slavery, wealthy countries extracted raw materials, cheap labor from these countries, and that then ceased to develop those countries and went to develop the countries in the north. And so if you look at the surplus that these countries produced over time and who benefits from it, what we found is that the wealthier countries were developing from the surplus that was extracted from the poor countries, and they were not developing from their own resources, but it was, say, France that was developing from the resources of the bauxite that was taken from Guinea and West Africa under French colonialism. So in spite of the end of this colonialism that happened formally, what we saw is that exploitation of poor populations and resources that persisted in the form of neocolonialism. Dependency theorists cover a wide range of theoretical perspectives. We have Marxian dependency theorists that look at a more critical class analysis, in addition to this idea of the analogy of poor countries as the proletariat, if you will, and the wealthy countries as capitalists, this kind of exploitative relationship between them. But you also have those dependency theorists that are not Marxists, that don't see sort of a socialist division in the future, but just see that it is the dependency on imports that is preventing the development of a local or national bourgeoisie or national capitalist class.